Bueno, es un placer para mí llamar de nuevo su atención otra vez. Van a tener mucho tiempo para seguir conociéndose. Regresen a mí, regresen. Muchas gracias. Es un placer darle la bienvenida al escenario a Anne-Gabrielle Heilbronner, member of the Directoire of Publicis Groupe, quien nos compartirá unas palabras de apertura. Anne-Gabrielle, bienvenida. El escenario es todo tuyo.
Dear friends of the Women's Forum, bonjour, buenos días, welcome. I am very happy to be with you here in Mexico, and I look forward to 2 inspiring days. May you all be warmly welcome to celebrate the Women's Forum values, dialogue, solidarity, sharing, empowerment, and generosity. I am especially happy to salute Olga Sanchez Cordero and Melan Verveer, as well as many other outstanding women. We will enrich our conversations. The Women's Forum is grateful for the support and insights of the Women's Forum Advisory Board. I am a member of the Directoire of Publicis Groupe, the 3rd largest advertising company in the world. We have 80,000 employees, including around 1,000 in Mexico. And we have acquired the Women's Forum for the Economy and Society back in 2009. We are constantly increasing our support to this institution and to its general manager, Chiara Corazza, as we believe the Women's Forum has an indispensable role to play in promoting diversity and making the voice of women heard on key topics related to the huge transformation we're in. Everybody, everywhere, is talking about transformation. The huge changes that our world is facing, the 4th industrial revolution, the need to reinvent our business models, the tremendous impact of these changes on our personal and professional lives, on our countries and our companies. But how can we expect to change the world? How can we expect to bring disruption, to reimagine the way we operate and live, if we ask only an army of clones? Many diverse people are smarter than few identical ones. Today, diversity is a business imperative. Since we have acquired the Women's Forum, many progress have been made. The Women's Forum, with some of its key partners, did a lot to reveal the issues, to point out facts and figures, to show the way. Many associations have been created all over the world to promote and empower women. We are very proud of that. And the Women's Forum is now one of the most powerful platforms in the world. But it's not enough. We have to do more. You know, there is still an average 20% pay gap in gender pay. Women are underrepresented in management positions, overall 70% in board and 12% in executive committees. Being the only woman in a global leading company's directoire, I know what it means and how one feels. I believe that Maria Gonzalez and Paola Santigi will share with us their inspiring experiences on this matter. You also know that there is a global lack of women in decision-making politics. There are less than 20% of women active in scientific fields, without forgetting the motherhood penalty. We are very proud to have, for the first time in the Women's Forum history, a nursery allowing you mothers to be with us today. Last but not least, violence against women is more than ever a challenge. Thank you, Norma Bastidas, for being with us today to share your experience and resilience. So it's time to accelerate change. It's time to act. Last month, we gathered more than 2,000 women and men in Paris for the Women's Forum Global Meeting. Many of you were there to dare to lead in a disrupted world. Thank you. And today we are in Mexico to unleash our leadership. Why Mexico? Because the Women's Forum mission is to build bridges between countries, between generations. Recently, the Mexican economy has benefited from open borders, foreign direct investment inflows, integration in global value chain. More importantly, Mexico is advancing towards greater diversity and gender equality, with greater investment in girls' education, women's participation in the labor market, and representation of female politicians. Many of you gathered here are the stakeholders of these changes. And there are more and more business ventures led by inspiring women, and they are just as exciting, innovative, and successful as those of men. Maria Teresa Arnal, Marie Loli Sanchez-Cano, Claudia Contreras are among them. And because Mexico and Canada are key players and are willing to revitalize their cooperation, I am pleased to salute the Canadian delegation that will contribute to make the Women's Forum Mexico 2017 a global American meeting. I thank Mélanie Joly, Minister of Canadian Heritage, for being with us, as well as all the members of this outstanding delegation. Canada will be hosting the upcoming G7 meeting in 2018, where gender equality is at the top of the agenda. Therefore, I invite you all to attend the G7 Women's Forum that will take place in Toronto mid-May. So we will have a Mexican delegation at our G7 Women's Forum in Toronto. Allow me to conclude this introduction by referring back to the 5 values of the Women's Forum: dialogue, solidarity, sharing, empowerment, generosity. Dialogue. What a better start than this outstanding performance of Marielle Reyes-Gil, remarkable talent and symbol of the multifacets of the Mexican culture. Let me also be proud of the French rising talent, Maria Gachapane. And no need to understand Spanish to be transported by the emotion listening to the performance of the children's choir. A special thanks to CIVAM's co-founder, Pepita Serrano, and everyone at CIVAM, including Priscilla Garcia, for this wonderful musical opening. Solidarity. We dedicate this forum in Mexico to solidarity. Today, more than ever, solidarity towards you, the Mexican people, unsung heroes of the Mexican earthquake. We admire you, your courage, your inspiring resilience. Please give the Mexican people a round of applause. Thank you. sharing. We are also here in Mexico to share the best practices, as we just did during the CEO Champions Breakfast. It is time to accelerate. Doubling female participation in labor forces by 2014 Mexico could add around $1,100 of GDP per capita, according to the OECD. This resonates with the work of our historical strategic partner, McKinsey. We could add $12 trillion to annual GDP growth if all countries advance toward gender parity in workforce, according to the latest Women Matter report. Again, it is time to act and to engage. And we will launch in 2018 the first ever Women's Forum Index to monitor the top 100 companies worldwide regarding gender equality. Thank you. Women empowerment is another challenge. And more than ever, we have to promote and recognize the potential of talented young female leaders. In 10 years, more than 200 rising talents have been chosen. I want to warmly congratulate the 10 wonderful young women who have been selected this year. You are the ambassadors of the Women's Forum, the links of a chain between young and senior women within our strong network. Generosity. It's a key topic all along this forum. During the special lunch hosted today by Samsung, during the exchanges tomorrow with Dale Haddon on the relationship between beauty and generosity. And talking about generosity, please join me in warmly thanking the partners who made it possible to have this wonderful conversation. Starting with Nissan Mexicana. The Alliance has been, since the very beginning of the Women's Forum, a faithful and committed support. Thanking Palacio de Hierro, one of our main hosts, and where we will conclude Women's Forum Mexico in 2017. And Jafra, we will give you, among others, the opportunity to meet with amazing women. And many others, including a lot of Publicis Groupe clients that I am very happy to see partnering with us in this fight towards increased diversity and better inclusion. Now let's also appreciate and be thankful to the press and media. You are strongly participating in the success of this Women's Forum, spreading all this positive energy and essential messages. You are promoting the voice, the vision, and the added value of women to change this world. Merci. And now, I leave the floor to the 2017 edition of the Women's Forum in Mexico and to the great speakers that are here today. Enjoy, and let's now all together engage for impact and unleash our leadership. Thank you.